Guys, Rich here at the Collector Car Gallery. We're taking a look at this 1957 Chevrolet Corvette, finished in Venetian red. What we like to do in all of our videos is we'd like to do a cold start. So I'm going to show everybody right here at Indiana Concrete's at 60 degrees. And the manifold here, you can see 60 degrees. It's kind of hard to trick the manifold, so that gets hot pretty quick and stays hot for a long time. So there's nothing more frustrating than going out to your classic car and it not starting when you want it to. So we like to do cold starts here just to make sure that everybody knows that this thing is supposed to fire right up. As we look at this engine compartment, it's actually very tidy. Could probably use a little bit of detail work, just a little cleanup. You know, if that brake booster was really polished up, that would probably look really great. Or the cylinder, master cylinder there. See here, we can kind of make out the numbers on the stamp pad here. I'll get a good picture of that for somebody, but we got F612FG, and I can get the rest of that paint off for somebody if they want to see a better picture. Let's see. I also want to draw your attention to, well, there's a lot of long-time ownership history of this car. It was owned by the same owner since 1972, but I think these pictures are really great. I want to draw everybody's attention to them for a second. This is the car when it came in, you know, like in 1972. I'm sorry, this guy, he bought it in 72. This is when he finally started bringing it into his building to do some restorations and out of the barn. You can see here that it was completely off the frame. Everything got powder coated and primed. We got all the stainless parts off and redone. Chrome pieces off. You can see this is when the body is coming in after paint. You know, I mean, really cool stuff. All the heads off and everything in the car. We got engine on a stand. You know, the engine was completely restored also. And this is about 10 years ago, I guess, this all started taking place. You can kind of see right here, 9/15/02. No, excuse me, 20 years ago it started. So this is a bit older restoration, you know, 03, 04, 05, you know. So finished, you know, 06, 07, something like that. So a little bit older restoration. But it really stands very tall, actually. So why don't we shut this hood? And now that everybody's seen a cold start and everything, or the engine temp, now we can kind of do our walk around, and then we'll get to where we're starting the car also. All right, just like all of our videos, we like to do we start right here at the driver's side front and look for any blemishes that we might see in the paint or anything like that. This car, it stands very, very tall. As we look down the driver's side, the bodywork was very nice. The paint was done very well. It was done in base coat, clear coat. And I believe he does still have some paint for it. Chrome bumper is about as nice as you're going to get. Same with the bezels, they look great. These are not like the actual, these are good headlights, but they're not the actual correct headlights for like judging purposes. He probably just went for something that was going to be very reliable. The emblem looks great. The shark's teeth all look very nice. What we do see is, we do see a little bit of just some water spotting on it. And you can see that comes right off. Those are in very good condition. Fit of the hood looks good. So this guy just kind of followed the restoration manual to a T. And then, you know, he deviated away from things a few places just because he thought it looked a little nicer. He's got the big bumpers in here underneath this. So the hood, it sits right, you know, by judging standards. Nobody would say anything about it, but it could probably fit a little bit closer down here at the bottom, I think. So very nice though. Let's roll down the driver's side of the car here. Stainless all looks very nice. The coves look great. A little bit of dust in there. Coker white walls. He said those are fairly new. I don't see any blemishes in the paint anywhere. So far, just a little bit of dust. Forward fit of the door looks very nice. Chrome on the side mirror looks good. Windshield looks good. This is a a replacement windshield. I do believe he did get it date coded though, so that's nice. Hard top. I do have a soft top for this car. It's just not installed yet. It's got all the pieces and it's restored. It's ready to get put on, but we just haven't got it put on yet. So rear fit of the door looks very nice. You know, car was done up very well in here as well. Door sounds great when it shuts. We'll get to the inside here in a second. Let's finish the outside. This glass is date coded 1957. Looks great. Chrome door handles. Excellent condition, like new. Obvious this car was taken apart, not just from the pictures, but just you can tell it was taken apart completely. Spears look great. All the chrome on this taillight is very nice. Chrome bumper, excellent condition. I'm looking for any blemishes in the paint. I can see either, and I see none. It's very nice. All this chrome looks excellent. This car is, it wins at a car show you go to, I'm telling you. How often you see this, where this isn't cracked? This is a very, very popular area for it to be cracked. Almost look at, you know, call on any 57 Corvette that has a hardtop on it. I'll bet you that's cracked. So, really, really nice. As we look down the driver's side, or passenger side, excuse me, no blemishes that I can see right away. Looks very sharp. This door was a little sticky coming out, but seems to find its way and shut real nice. So I don't think that's a big deal at all. I like how all this weather stripping looks fresh too. I mean, it all looks really nice, really fresh and new. All the window felt looks like new, looks great. These chrome pieces look like brand new. This stainless has had maybe a couple arms hung outside of it, you know. Could use a polish, but it looks very good actually. Very nice. Yeah, gaskets on the hardtop look great also. Very nice and new. So, I want to draw your attention to something, folks. So, look at my light here. I've walked past this spot maybe 10 times, and I didn't even notice it, but I noticed it not too long ago. There's a little bitty bubble right here. You can see it. That's a pretty good shot of it. You can see it's about the size of my thumb print, and I'm standing arm's reach away from the car right now, and you can see how discreet it is. It really is quite discreet. But when I get on top of it, I can kind of see this little bubble. You can kind of see it right there, about the size of your thumb. Right here, it looks like we got one more little one. Okay? Very discreet, though. And then as we move down the car, I've got one more right here. Okay? I don't know that it's worth doing anything with yet. I probably wouldn't do anything with them until they really started showing. You know, but it's base coat, clear coat. You know, I have the paint code. I have all the paint. I believe there is even paint for it. But I think maybe I would just wait just because it is so discreet. And then I would wait, and then I would just probably end up just redoing this part of the front fender and then just re-clearing it. You could probably do it without taking a lot of the stuff off. It would probably be a pretty, you know, it'd be $1,000 deal, I bet though. So, all right, let's look at the inside a little bit. We'll start on the passenger side here. Door panels look great. I mean, this stuff looks like new. It really does. It's very finished out very nicely. Looks like new. So by judging standards, this is actually supposed to be a little bit more of a matte finish. All this jam is, but I think that it looks better like this, you know, and so I wouldn't go messing with it. He looks like he used the original pieces, the original gutters that go in here, and that's fine. They look nice. By judging standards, these screws would probably be painted over also, but that's not a big deal. I wouldn't do anything to this at all. You can see the passenger seat here. It looks like it's really never been sat in. Excellent condition. Headliner. I don't use the word perfect very often, but it is right there next to perfect for sure. Dash is finished out very nicely. Fit of the dash is great. We'll check some of the functions when we get it started. All right. And all this, you know, all this chrome is just really nice. Very, very stand up. Let's walk around the other side. Look at the driver's side here. And again, this could probably, I'm nitpicking right now, but this could probably be polished a little bit. Maybe like an arm got hung out the window or something, you know, and just kind of brushes it. Let's see. Windows. Looks like windows are rolling up and down like they should. The glass is in good condition. All date coated glass. This door panel looks great. No issues. The interior of the door panel looks incredible. And again, this should all be like a flat finish. Don't touch it though. Don't mess with it. This is how it's supposed to be. Screws in the VIN look good. They look like the right type of screw. But all this stuff would be painted probably on like a top flight car. I do think this would score very well at a meet though. This seat looks like it's in incredible condition. Looks like maybe a little bit of loose fabric right here. I wouldn't mess with that though. Dash looks very nice. Maybe got a little loose here, but that's as, you know, this car would still judge very well anywhere. You know, pretty happy with it. Okay. Let's look in the trunk real quick. And we'll start this thing and get it pulled out of the building. So these are some of the soft top parts I was telling you about. They're like they're brand new condition, and an I'll knock soft top. Doesn't really get much better than that. I do have the jack for this car. It just is not in the car right now, so I do have the jack. Got a very good looking floor mat here, or trunk mat. It is an aftermarket trunk mat. I think I mentioned that I did not have a spare. I actually do have a spare in here. You can see the spare in there, and it looks to be the correct type of spare also. We won't take that out, but we'll look back in here and see how really, you know, there's no skimping that was done. It was all, you know, this was all done really nicely. I mean, look at this, you know. Somebody really took the time. I mean, somebody really, really took the time. All these are the right kind of screws, right kind of everything. I mean, this guy just, when he took screws out, it looks like he just cleaned them up and put the right ones back in. So this car would be fun to, you'll have to excuse my cough here. This car would be fun to pay the $60, become an NCRS member, take it to a show, and let it really, let them tell you what it needs, because it's very close right now. I mean, I think this thing would be very close to top flighting as it sits. So let me do something real quick. We're gonna open this door up, and we're gonna cold start this car. So it's raining out here right now, and so you know, I don't really want to drive this thing in the rain, but what we can do is we'll let it run for a bit, and then we'll check some of these functions that the online buyer wanted. Hopefully I'm not making anybody sick with these videos, but you know, people really seem to like I mean, look at this, really nice stuff. People seem to like these videos a lot better than some you know, than some high production type video where, you know, I only show you what I want you to see and that kind of stuff. So people tend to like this a little bit better. Okay. Nice. Nice, just gave it a bump. Fired right up. So we'll get it pulled outside and then we'll go from there. Our tach's working. It's nice. Oops, hang on. I got some wheel chocks in here, I think. Let it idle for a minute. Look at this steering wheel too. And this thing is nice. I mean, no cracks in it. Pretty nice piece. Carpet looks great too. Underneath all these mats. I'll take those out for you guys so you can see them. But I mean, look at this. All correct Corvette stuff. Really, really killer looking. Oops. Get this thing outside in the natural light. Kind of look at a few things. Like I said, the underside's pretty detailed. I don't really want to drive this right now outside, but we'll at least let everybody get a look here at it. I'm not sure the radio is working. It's the original radio, but let me get this pulled out. Yeah. Nah, I don't really even hear any static, so I'll say the radio is just not working. Heat turns on. Looks good. Let's see. Whoops. Let me see here. Well, let me get the. Turn the headlights on real quick. Check our duct up top. That's working. Clock. I'm not sure if that's working or not. Cigarette lighter may not be working. Looks like all the vents are working. Oh, horn works. Let's check our dummy light for our brake. Dummy light for the brake isn't working right now. It doesn't look like. Let's roll real quick, and we'll just check the. We'll check the speedo real quick. Speedo's working. Gosh, I hate to get this thing wet like this, but we'll just whip it around here real quick. Going out there. Okay, 1 second here. Okay. I can hear my car getting dirty. It stinks. Oops. Leave it running. License plate lights work. Tail lights are working. Headlights working. Turn signals. Yes. Passenger side turn signal, yes. All working. Let's check the brights. Look up there on the wall. High beams, low beams working. So, whoops, fan's still on. Excuse me. Looks like as of right now, maybe the wipers aren't hooked up. So we can check that. Again, everybody excuse my cough. I don't have coronavirus, anything like that. I just had a neck surgery, and they kind of violate your throat area when they go in from the front like this. So let's see here. 127, 133. Sitting here idling for a little bit. That's manifolds are hot. Right here on the thermostat. I'm pretty pleased with this. Got a good sound, not smoking at all. Not much not to like here, guys. You know, real opportunity for somebody to have a very, very nice car. Again, we'll look at these floor mats here. Look, I didn't really show a good shot of that, but you know, all Al-Knock stuff. I mean, very nice. Excuse me. Really nice fit, finish. Looking very, very nice. Tuck this back in. So, pretty pleased with this all the way around. Yeah, and it looks like maybe a few things. Like I didn't see this this dummy light come on for the brake right here. Right here, I didn't see that come on. So that's kind of, I know the brake works, but dummy light, wipers, and I mean, everything else seems to be working like it should. Maybe the radio. Happy to get that looked at though. Still sitting here. Make sure we're still doing everything we're supposed to do. Yeah, holding right there at 130, 140. Looks pretty good. Dual quads seem to be in perfect sync. So, all right, guys. Thanks for looking. This is Rich at the Collector Car Gallery, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Appreciate it.